So after 7 hours of editing on my last video, the one that I released that was entitled Escaping the 9 to 5, a little about camp life and a walk along the roaches, I think it's something like that. I just spent 7 hours editing that in a Wetherspoons pub. Kind of lost a little bit of track of time while I'm sitting there, and suddenly thought, I've actually got nowhere planned in my head as to where I'm going tonight. Like literally nowhere at all. Not a campsite, not a wild camp spot, and not a direction to go in. Pub, and suddenly thought, why don't I record this? This might be quite interesting. This little bit that I'm going to do here, and we'll just see what happens, where I end up, and how it goes. This isn't the first time this has happened, by the way, but it's the first time it kind of come into my head where I'm kind of relaxed and okay with the fact that I might not find somewhere suitable to sleep, if you like. I'm kind of comfortable with that now, and so it was the first time it came into my head of, let's record this. So let's see what happens anyway, guys. So I'm heading out of Leek. I've been hiking and hiding for about 40 minutes now up this big hill down there that you can see, and it gets tiring, and you can sometimes get a little bit worried, a little bit fearful of what's gonna happen, but then you come to a little break in the bushes and you see that. Isn't that beautiful? Just all the whatever they are, the grass stuff all blowing to one side. It's just so lovely. It's moments like that when it's kind of tough. Like, if I'm honest with you, at the moment I'm really tired, like really tired. My legs are burning, my feet are killing me. My shoulders are really hurting. I think I've tore a muscle in this show, a very minor tear, otherwise I'd be screaming in pain again. Even though I'm tired, and right now you're thinking, oh my God, please let me just find somewhere to sit down, you know, and sleep. Or why did I do this? Why didn't I just stay in a bed? And then I see the sun going down like that, and it reminds me that this is hard work now, this walk. But when I pitch up a plot, and when I settle down and I make my cup of tea, and in the morning when I wake up and I'm answering to nothing and no one, and by that I mean myself, I'm not answering to any voices that are in my head, any conditioning that's going on. There's nothing there, and it's such a peaceful, wonderful place to be that it then makes it all worthwhile. That I'm like, yes, I'm working hard at my life. I'm sorry if sometimes when I'm doing these walking ones, guys, I might not always make sense, but I always want this channel to be real, everything about it to be real. So I'm trying to speak in the moment with this arm, with that weight on it, holding this phone. It's seriously hurting, my legs are burning, and you can hear I'm out of breath, but we're just coming to the top of this hill now, and it's leveling out. But, you know, it's things like that, doing these videos when I don't want to do them, to record them. Let's see what happens. Let's see how it goes. The guys want to see this. The guys, I believe, need to see this. Those of us that are unhappy, that is. Those of us that are unhappy in that 9 to 5 life, and we're trying to look for ways out, or maybe we just enjoy watching someone else break away from that. You know, I believe it's important for them people to see this. See the reality of a different way of life. But for those people who are happy in the 9 to 5 and they like that safety and familiarity, good luck to you. This channel's not about anti-matrix or anti-9 to 5. It's about anti-living someone else's life. No, live yours. I said all over my Instagram a little while ago, live your life, not theirs. You know, like, I'm sure you can understand what I'm saying. Look, there it is again. That gorgeous? I'll turn you around. And I still yet have got to do a video on how all this has made me feel from day one till now. I'm aware that I'm behind, guys, with the footage that you probably all signed up for. But again, when I hit the road, reality strikes, and you're like, oh, this is actually my life here. I am actually doing this full time. There's no end to this, you know. So keeping dry and making sure the battery's done. Have I mentioned this earlier in the video? Maybe I did, I don't know. Anyway, I better go because I'm getting tired and I've still not found anywhere to sleep. But guys, everything's fine. I'm very, very happy. This was all part of what I knew was going to happen. And I believe this would happen to any of us should we try and change our lifestyle or go a different way in life. You know, and if that looks like opening up a business to someone, maybe some of us, when we open a business, we struggle to get people's belief in that business, or we struggle to get clients, or we struggle to get a loan to open the business. I don't know. I don't know much about business, guys. That's why I was always rubbish at it. But whatever the struggles are that people face in that business or in their job or in a relationship, to me, this is how I look at this. It's just a struggle. It's just a struggle on a part of a journey. But the journey I'm on is one that I'm loving. And that's the key message with it all. That's the key message with it all. Anyway, I hope that made some kind of sense. And I really don't want to re-record this. So I'll let you know when I've found somewhere. So I've actually ended up on a campsite that I've stayed at before. So I'm hoping, I mean, there's no one here to book me in, and I'm hoping that in the morning when I wake up, I'll go and speak to him and say, there was no one here to book in. It was kind of in an emergency situation. So I hope you don't mind, but I plotted up my tent just there. I'm sure they'll be fine. They kind of know me. I've stayed here a couple of times before. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, I will keep you posted, guys. But yeah, so we're safe tonight. We're safe. It's a nice little site. We're here. It's good. So there we are, all set up, all ready to go. I think we'll be all right tonight. No one said anything. Saying that, there's someone walking towards me with a bright yellow high-vis coat on, so we'll see what goes down there. But whatever happens, I'm sure it'll be fine. If not, I just have to move on and find somewhere else to sleep in. It'll all be part of the fun, so I'll let you know in a couple of minutes. No, we're all safe. It was just a guy who was walking past with a carton of milk going back to his own tent, but he had a high-vis on, so it made me think it was someone official. It's actually so exciting, things like this. It's kind of cool. It's like being a little kid again. But, you know, I like it anyway, it's cool. Good morning, guys. So I wanted to do a video for you last night when I got into the tent and all set up, but I was so tired by the time I set everything up. I kind of lied down, put my head back. I always try to reply to your comments on the videos. Thank you so much, guys. I'm always kind of a little bit nervous about releasing videos, and this one will be no different. Because like a lot of you know, if you've watched my Dark Night of the Soul stuff, I have trouble remembering what I've already spoke about. So I sometimes get worried that I'm repeating myself over and over again. This is all part of me demonstrating, by the way. Me demonstrating how the things that you fear should not be determined, should not be a determinant of what of preventing you from going forward. It's very early in the morning, guys, bear with me. But so I have a fear of digressing all around the place. My old subbies know this. I have a fear of digressing all around the place and repeating myself over and over and over again. And so in the cold light of day, what that might normally do is want to stop me or stop someone else, say, from doing the thing in the life that it is that they would like to do. Like if I want to do YouTube, I think, oh no, I couldn't do that. I can't read a script. So I've got a free flow, and we all know that when I free flow, I digress around the houses and I forget what I've spoken about. I couldn't possibly do a YouTube channel. Do you see? But I'm doing one, and that's where that's probably what I'm trying to say here in a very long-winded digression way of doing it. Sometimes, guys. See, you know, that's my weakness, is the digression. But the guys tell me they love it. And so there's the part of me that I'm always a bit like, okay, well, if you love it, then I'll let it play, and you can see it happen in cold light of day. But really, when you think of that side of me, that weakness in me, I could think to myself, what right have I got to be doing a YouTube channel, especially one that's like this, trying to encourage people to live their better life, their best life. Well, it's in the undertone of the message that I'm actually doing. I'm not the best in the world at this. It is messy. It is scruffy. You know, there isn't a script to be followed. I probably do look a bit rough because I've just literally just woken up. But we're doing it anyway. That's the beauty of living free of the fear of what others think of you. And I know it's a bit early to go this deep, but it's kind of how I am sometimes. And it's such an important message, and I'll never shut up about it. I'll never shut up about it, because despite getting in bed last night and being so tired and being exhausted, do you know how nice it felt when I lied down? I didn't make my cup of tea or anything like that in the end. I just lied down, put my head back, and was just, honestly, just so grateful that this is how it is. I'm lying there tired with, check this out, I'm lying there with tired feet, I've got blisters, my legs were burning, like just from walking, no serious injury, nothing like that. My shoulder is genuinely hurting, I've done something to that. No different from any other injury I'd ever done when I was building bathrooms, except this injury is created by doing something that I love doing. I could go on forever with this stuff. I really could. It's such a simplified, lovely way of being. Or for me, it works for me. But as I'm lying there and I'm feeling all these different aches and whatever else, it's a lovely feeling. I'm kind of there thinking, I'm so lucky to not be stressing about, can I afford this month's rent? Can I get the mortgage payment? Can I, pay the gas bill? Or I owe this one money, or I wonder if I could get that day off. I need to get my tooth done. I need to book a morning off. I wonder if the boss will let me do that. There's no answering to nothing or no one. And that to me is a richness. It's a richness I will never, ever, ever stop advocating. I think that's the word. I will never stop promoting. I see what it's done to me. And a lot of you, I think, could probably do with knowing a little bit about my past, and I will try and do that video. I find it really hard talking about that, though, for some reason. Always have done. Not hard, like emotionally hard, but remembering things in order to kind of put it out on a video that might be interesting to people, so it keeps in some sort of order. I have enough trouble staying on topic as it is, let alone talking about my life, which would just have 1,000,001 digressions. It would probably be a 6-hour long video, full of the same thing. But yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say, was just anything that we're going to do in life is going to be full of a hardship, or it's going to have hard moments. But if the destination that we want to reach is one that we have true belief in, or one that I'm trying to say it, I wish I could find words sometimes. If the destination that we have is one that we have true belief in, it's like a mission, it's like a calling, and that's what this is to me, to get this message out to people. It's like a calling that, guys, we can all be free from the constraints of believing we need money to have the objects that we need in order to make us happy. That has been told to us through schooling education, and it's a lie. It's a lie. I know it's a lie. I chased it for years, and now I don't chase that, and it's in the not chasing that and the understanding that you don't need that where happiness and freedom and contentment and gratitude is found. It's the gratitude for being here, the gratitude for life. Wow, this has got so deep. See, when I do these, guys, this is it's kind of how I am, it's how my mind goes. I go like that. I go kind of deep, if you like. And for a long time, I suppressed that. I suppressed that side of me, because people would often say, yeah, all right, Tobe, a bit deep for that, mate, isn't it? Or a bit depressing, and it, so don't speak. Plus I grew up as a child who just was constantly told he was thick. So I just was always quiet. When I say quiet, I've got to be careful here, because a lot of my old friends watch this. Not quiet in terms of going out and having a party and being loud and talking to women and getting drunk and dancing, and no, not that type of quiet. I was never kind of quiet on that front. Quiet with actually living the life that I wanted to live, though. Saying what I wanted to say. Being who I wanted to be. And a lot of the time I didn't know that. I didn't know I was putting up an act, because it's so conditioned into me, conditioned myself through the conditioning of a system. So family belief, traditional belief, generational beliefs, religious beliefs, societal beliefs, etc. They make us feel a certain way. Through that certain way, we create another identity that fits in with that. And whilst we create that identity that fits in with that system, because we're also scared of standing out and being outcast, judged, laughed at, ridiculed, etc., because of that, we create this act. And that act that we live through, we're unconscious of that because we think we're doing the right thing, we're living the right life. I'm making sense here. We think we're living the right life because we're serving all the things we've been told to serve. All this has gone on like on a subliminal level. We're just subconsciously going along with what we've been told. If we don't ever question the conditioning, we're going to live in total familiarity at all times. Familiarity, well, we know what's there, don't we? And if we're not happy in life, that familiarity is just going to keep breeding unhappiness. That's where it's important to question the conditioning. That's why I say this all the time. See your beliefs. You're lying underneath them. You know, I think I've missed bits out there, guys. I am really sorry. I didn't mean this to go on this long. But I hope you're enjoying it. I will do longer videos on this stuff. These are all things that come to light in my life and really held me in good stead. I think you can all see how happy I am. It's my tent this morning. Just here, just made a cup. I've drunk it now though, but just made a cup of coffee. It's a lovely feeling. I've got my little window open there, and I'm just checking to see if anyone comes in or out. Now I could get up and leave before anyone gets here, but I'm kind of in no rush. I mean, I won't hang around too long, but there's a part of me that wants to see someone or phone up and say, hey guys, look, I slept on your bit of grass last night. You know, kind of, I love this life, I love this lifestyle, so I'll be respectful of this lifestyle. And just want to say to the guys, look, I slept over there. I hope it doesn't get anyone in trouble or anything, and there's payment for the night, you know. And I might even do that slip because it's £9 for this site. So I might just slip £10 through the door, you know, and leave a little note or phone up later and say that's what it was for. I just kind of, yeah, I don't know why I'm feeling to do that. I don't know why I'm telling you that part either. A lot of people might think, or I might have even thought years ago, quickly get out of here, Tobe, and you get away without paying a tenner. Kind of, I don't really see it like that anymore. And we all know I don't have a lot of money. But some of you guys donating, this still blows my mind, by the way, that you guys donating. Thank you so much. The fact that you like what I'm doing that much, that you voluntarily donate money over, it's the weirdest feeling in the world, and it just makes you full of gratitude and appreciation for just everything. And it makes me want to keep doing this, and it gives me confidence to do videos like this one where I talk a bit more. I know my old subscribers, when they're listening to Dark Night of the Soul, of course that was a talking head type channel, talking head type video, sorry, and they really liked it. But my new subbies are more tuning into this, into the journey, I think. So in me at times there's this little conflict that I have about, what way should I go? So I just kind of just think, just do what you feel like doing. If I produce into this life what I would like to produce into this life, then the people who gravitate towards what I produce into this life are the people that are meant to be there. I don't know where this stuff comes from sometimes, guys, I really don't. But anyway, I guess I should go, because I could literally talk now for a couple of hours. But yeah, let me know if you like these kind of things when I'm doing these little, I did say tent talks. I didn't intend this to be a tent talk. I intended it to be an update from last night and saying how, even though I was aching everywhere and stuff like that, I found such gratitude with being here and being thankful for those little aches, because I'd swapped my feeling of tiredness from being one that's tired of serving a system that failed me to now being tired from serving a life that I absolutely love. You know, and so you have this appreciation and the gratitude of the tiredness. But I really am going, guys. Anyway, good morning. Everything's fine here. Let's set off on another journey. Today, I think I'm going to be heading over towards back into sort of Buxton way. I might stop there and say hello to one or two people that I met before, have a little bit of breakfast there, and then I'm not sure what I'm doing after that. I'm going to see, but I've got a feeling I might head over to Bamford. They've got a reservoir there called Lady Bowell Reservoir, which, for those of you that don't know, if you've ever seen the film The Dam Busters, it's where they recorded the Dam Busters, and it's where the Dam Busters were set. So I might go over there and show you guys around that. But I'll say, because I do want to start getting off to the Lake District a little bit now. So stay tuned and we'll stand there. So it really has been an absolutely wonderful time at the Roaches. I've been here loads of times before, guys, but to come here knowing that I can actually stay for as long as I want, to be here under that kind of mindset and sense of freedom that I now have, has just been an absolute godsend. I've loved it so much. I don't know when I'm going to be back in this part of town. I don't know when I'm going to come and see this beautiful place again, but for now it's onwards to Buxton, and then in Buxton I'm going to have a cup of tea or coffee, probably coffee. But yeah, so for now, stay tuned. We'll see what we're going to do. I do want to start heading over to the Lake District soon. I'm itching to get over there and see it. I absolutely love the Peak District. I have a real soft spot for this place. I get emotional even thinking about it, because I know what place I was in a few years ago. And yeah, see what happens when you love life. That's what happens. I'm so grateful to still be here now. But yeah, I have a real soft spot for the Peak District. So yeah, anyway, I'll fill you in with those details another time, why I get like that. But anyway, love you all. Take care, guys. Have a great day. So I know I bang on and on about it, but I can't help it. This is what being at peace kind of does to yourself. You can kind of hear your true self and not the conditioning when you're in so much peace all the time. But it's my dream, I think, that I hope that in years and years and years from now, people's new collateral becomes time and not money. Because as I walk around here, it suddenly dawns on me that I'm like, I don't have enough time in this world to see the things that I want to see, you know, but I do know the things that I don't want to see, and I'm going to make sure that I don't see them. And by the not seeing them things that I don't want to see, i.e. whatever that might be for me in terms of like job, money, whatever it applies to you, but by not seeing the things we don't want to see, at least we'll uncover more of the stuff we do want to see. You know, I hope that kind of makes sense. It makes sense in my head as it kind of comes in there. But sometimes when I try and articulate this stuff, I'm not sure if it makes sense. But by not doing the things we don't want to do, i.e. in my case, I don't want to be doing 9 to 5 life. So I don't do it. So I have to find an alternate. And by finding that alternate, I find this. I find my life. Anyway, cheers. I hope you enjoyed that. I am in such a good mood. I'm always in a good mood, but this morning is just particularly good. I think it's really starting to dawn on me now that this is my entire life. This is it. I'll do a longer video explaining what I mean, but for now I just kind of thought it might be quite funny to put these emotions on video and let you see them, because all of it is a subtle way of trying to encourage people to let go of the conditioning, let go of the beliefs that you've been told. They are not real, they are not true. I'll explain again, like I say, I'll explain deeper on that stuff for anyone that's interested on a different video, but they are not true. When we let go of that, We really do uncover our lives. We really do. And I think it's slowly dawning on me that this, I think without realising, in a funny way, although I was doing this, I think there was a part of me that thought, well, it's not really real. I'm not really doing it. But now after 23, 24 days, I think it's sinking in that, yes, you are actually doing this. There is no going back. And it kind of dawned on me a minute ago. And I was thinking, shall I go to Bamford or shall I go up to Buxton and have a breakfast and then go over to Bamford? And I'm thinking, it doesn't really matter what I do, because I can literally do what I want, because I let go of the constraints that were confining me. Anyway, this is such a deep video, this one, guys. I hope you're enjoying this. I love these old derelict buildings. I like things like this because it always makes me feel like, I wonder what conversations went on with people in there, and you know, like the laughs that might have happened or the tears or whatever. I just kind of like thinking about stuff like that. Wonder if it was a happy house or a sad house.